Hello everyone, welcome to Simple Crochet channel. I'm glad to be with you in this video. In this tutorial, I will show you how to crochet a chain and the first basic stitch, the single crochet stitch. So let's start. In the previous video, we learned how to hold the yarn and the crochet hook, like the pin, and how to make the starting knot. In this video, we will learn how to chain. First of all, make sure that the tip of your hook is facing you and the yarn is behind your hook. You just bring the yarn in front of the hook using your hook. This is called yarning over. Then I pull the yarn inside the loop on my chain. For beginners, it's advisable to use a marker of any kind to mark your first stitch. So when you end the next row, you always end it in it. So you won't leave a stitch or make an extra one, and your work is unified and straight. Now we continue making the chain. Just yarn over using your hook and pull the yarn inside the loop. These two fingers keep the yarn tight so you can control your work. Yarn over and pull through the loop. Just yarn over and pull through the loop. This is how you chain. Now, this is the first step of crocheting. The technique you use to make your chain is the same you're gonna use to do any stitches after that. Yarning over and pull through the loop on the hook. Now, for beginners, you will find that some stitches are smaller and some are bigger than the others. Don't worry, but try to adjust your yarn and your loop on the hook to be movable, not so tight or not so loose, and you will find it easy after some practice. Now we will start the next step, which is single crochet. Bear in mind that we don't count the loop on the hook as one. The first stitch is the one after the hook. It has two loops, the upper part and the lower part. When I work the first stitch, I skip the first chain and insert the hook in the second one to start the row. This will give me the height of my row. Then I yarn over and pull through this loop. So I end up with two loops on my hook. I just yarn over and pull through these two loops together, and this is the first single crochet stitch. I use the same technique of yarning over and pulling through to make my chain. It is as if you are doing a 3 stages process. Insert the hook is 1, pull the yarn is 2, then yarn over and pull through these two loops is 3. When I reach the end of the row, make sure that you don't forget the last chain. That's why I use the marker or the crochet pen. So it's important for beginners to use this marker to mark the first and the last chain of the row. To start a new row, you always need to chain one and turn your work. You can mark your first stitch with the crochet pen and also mark the last stitch of the row. This chain works as my first stitch in the row. So I will insert my hook in the second chain, not the first one. Bear in mind now that the chain has two loops like a V shape. I insert the hook in these two loops because if you insert your hook in only one, it will make a different kind of single crochet stitch. Now, skip the first stitch, then insert the hook in the next one. Pull the yarn, then you have two loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through these two loops. Now you make the single crochet. Work the whole row like this. Don't worry if it spins. With working, it will get unified and adjust itself. Don't forget to chain one at the beginning of every row and skip the first chain on the row. Now I will work another row for you to see. And this is how we work our single crochet. I hope you liked the video, you find it informative and helpful for you. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.